Well, the society needs women and men. That being said, in my life, personally speaking, I can survive. I can survive in a forest without a man.
Absent replication and having children, removing that component, do you think society needs men more than women?
I don't think one is needed more than the other.
Yeah, I don't think that one is needed more than the other. So you guys are just totally
ignorant of just the reality of men's involvement in certain professions that are integral to the...
and how many inventions that were taken credit by men that actually were created by women?
This is a total...
A lot, actually.
This is a total derailment. Even if I grant you that some men took... it's such a ridiculous response to my point. But so going back to my thing... So you won't even acknowledge that men have higher representation in certain key fields when it comes to infrastructure in this country?
I was raised by...
Are you gonna answer the question or just give us an anecdote?
Well, why don't you wait for her to answer the question?
Again, it's based off
experience.
To be a good
feminist.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I was actually raised in a very non-feminism, toxic, Southern Baptist background.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
All of that being said, I was raised by my father that I do not need a man in any capacity. Other people around me tried to constantly say that I needed to have men for one reason or another, and that was always, but my dad taught me how to do everything that I need to do to survive in the woods, in the city, anywhere. I can do it. I can fix my car. I can build things.
That was a great non-answer. Can you answer my question?
I can acknowledge that men have provided a lot to infrastructure, but that doesn't mean that I need one in my life.
Exclusively?
It doesn't mean that I need one in my life.
Yeah, but you need it by proxy. Are you saying on an individual, I don't need a husband?
Yeah, I don't need a husband. I love my partner, and he provides greatness to my life, but I am okay with or without a man, is what I'm saying.
But the fact that you have that idea is because a man made it, allowed the world to be that way for you to even come to that conclusion. You go back 200, 300 years, you wouldn't be able to say that. A man made it so comfortable for you to not need a man.
I would say women also made that by all of their sacrifices, women's suffrage, pretty much anything that my dad has as a viewpoint that was positive for me is also a direct result to what his family and his upbringing is and their upbringing.
You're talking from like I keep saying, it's not about us individually. We talk about for the whole world.
It is.
The average woman can't take care of herself without no man.
Well,
we're not talking about paying the bills. We're not talking about the luxury that men have afforded where you can get paid to press buttons on the computer. We talking about in the real world. If the grid shut down right now, if the grid shut down right now, you couldn't be a model. You couldn't be, because some of these jobs were made out of men's advances in society. So now you feel like you have value because you can be a marketing rep or something like that. That's not even a real job in reality. Even what I'm doing, I do content. That's not a real job in reality. We have luxuries where we can create jobs. If the grid went down and it was just water, shelter, and human aggression, what value would women have more than men in that scenario?
We're quieter, stealthier. Honestly, I don't understand this. That what you're trying to.
You understand this very clear. You just might not like it, but you understand.
I don't understand the point of bringing it up, I suppose. But what I am going
because
to.
You need men.
Is that what you guys want us to say, that we need men?
I feel like I need a man.
I don't have a problem saying that. See how easy that was?
How does that solve anything?
Women who don't want
No, we're not trying to solve. No, it's not about solving because we can't fix women. We're displaying a mindset that men are talking about. It's not about fixing anything.
We need
women
men
have their mind made up.
as women need
People just need people.
Said both, but that's what I'm saying.
No, you said both.
What did you say?
I'm just saying, if the grid went down, it would just, she has certain survival skills. She's talking about what she has.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have those survival skills?
Maybe I'll start a club.
Oh, so you can survive in the woods with nothing?
That's really cool that you guys can.
I don't know if I could, but I guess y'all could. I guess y'all could.
It's really cool that you guys can do that and be able to take on what man roles that you're saying. But wouldn't it be nice just to have a male do some of the things that you have to do of what you say? Does that make sense? Wouldn't it be a compliment to have a a stronger, more fitted man for certain roles. Like, it's just, we need men just as much as women, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great that you can do all of those things, but I just think that, like, we shouldn't hate on men just because we can do those things and we can prove those things. Like, what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to be by yourself for the rest of your life?
No.
And a man told you could do it. That's what gave you confidence, and it was a man.
A need and a want is two different things, though. I mean, I'm sure women want men, but needing and wanting something is two different things.
Why don't you don't need them? Why? Because you're thinking about the fact that you can pay your bills alone.
No, I'm not talking about financially.
If things hit the fan, you are fucked, sweetheart.
Who?
Some men are fucked. There's some men that can't survive in the woods.
I can speak for
let's be
whoever
honest.
you
So
interact
you mean to tell?
with.
So, sweetheart, you mean to tell me if you was in the woods right now with nothing, you just can just find foliage and survive and offer dirt and grub?
So that would go back to experience, because I was a Girl Scout. So that's why I'm not even speaking on that, because I could. I personally could. I really could. Like, I could.
Well, when I see these shows like Stranded and all that, the women be tapping out ASAP. So
that's a show.
It's a reality-based show. Like, come on. I don't even think I could do it that well, and I'm a man.
So there was a show where they put a group of men on an island and a group of women on an island, and these were like, you know, they knew what they were getting into. I would argue, like, the average woman is not gonna, like, want to go through that sort of experience, and she doesn't have, like, the requisite survival skills to do that. So this was like a group of survivalist men and, like, survivalist women, and the women, they couldn't start a fire. They needed to essentially, like, the producers had to basically go in within 3 days and rescue them. Otherwise they were gonna die.
Okay.
And the men were like kicking it, fucking the cabana or whatever the fuck, you know, they were chilling.
Okay,
It's a show.
It's a show, and that's some people's experience,
So
but
it's
not
fake?
every. No.
Yeah, it'd be worse.
No one said it was
if
fake.
So what's the point of saying it's a show?
Wait.
So hold on. Yes,
But
it's a
it's not
show,
real
but
life.
it's even worse if we were to just randomly pluck out like 100 women from the general population, throw them on the island, versus willing participants in this sort of thing. So it's like there's just a difference in like a huge variety of things here.
I think
without
the
advanced
original
technology, could you do it?
question was, do men or women need men? And I think the answer to that is no, they don't need men, air quote. They don't need men. Could
No, you do.
everyone,
You need
can
men.
you let me finish?
All right, go
Because
ahead,
you
go
guys
ahead,
always
go
say,
ahead,
let
go
me
ahead,
finish, let
go
me
ahead.
finish.
Go ahead.
Now, would every woman survive and be able to have all of these skills that are necessary? No. But are there some
So
women?
that means they need
let
a
me
man.
finish, please.
That means
Let
they
me
need a man.
finish.
What does
Don't
the
make
word
no
need
sense.
mean? What's the word?
Can you let me finish?
One thing.
Can you let me finish?
One thing, and I'll let
Can
you
you
finish.
let me finish?
Hold on. One thing, and I'll let you finish here. So hold on. Just to be clear, you're talking about survival. So like life or death. Yeah, I think the operative word need is kind of important as it pertains to survival. But go ahead.
Okay, what I was saying was that no, we do not collectively need you. There are women that do have those skills that we could support.
No, you're still wrong. You're still wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's about power. It's not about logic. It's about power.
It's
not about
power.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead. It's just such
Opinions
a
can't
ridiculous.
be wrong
it's
or
so
right
collective.
because they're
no,
opinions.
About power.
It is
not
about power.
And
100%
let's
about
just
power.
reverse
Collectively,
it.
you
Are
still
there
need
men
men.
that have all of those skills?
but I just said that.
Can you let me finish?
But I just admitted.
You
no,
keep on
sweetheart, I'm
talking.
sorry. But
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, we
You
need
keep on
men.
talking.
Men are great.
Go ahead.
Yes, I
And
agree.
they do no wrong.
Yes, no.
Great. They're great people.
Yes.
They understand everything.
Guys, hold
Their
on.
way of thinking is
Hold on,
so
let's let her
perfect.
finish.
We
Go
do
ahead.
a lot of wrong.
Wait, hold
We
on.
got it.
Hold on.
We get it.
Go ahead. Finish.
Thank
we'll let you
you,
talk.
thank
We'll let you
you.
talk. Go ahead.
If you flip this and reverse it, men do not have all of these skills. Yes, I just
Sorry,
Missy
I'm sorry.
Elliott.
Yeah.
Men do not have all these skills either. They don't have all these skills.
That's
and
why we
not
need each
everyone
other.
would survive.
But I
right?
said
No,
that.
Can you let me finish?
But I said that.
I want to say he did say in the
Thank
beginning,
you.
I need women.
Can you let me finish?
And I also said some men can't survive in that scenario either. So,
Can you let me?
You just want to
Go ahead,
win. You just want to be
Keep on
right.
Just let her
talking.
finish.
All right,
Just keep
let
on
her finish. It's a
talking.
power struggle. It ain't about logic.
No,
Sorry.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, there we go. Bring it on
you-
out. Come on, bring it out.
Y'all said
I know.
we need you more than you need us, right? Is
Are
that
you
what the
guys saying
argument is?
that?
Guys, hold on.
I didn't say that.
Hold on.
Shut up for 10 minutes.
That's what you're taking.
Guys,
Thank you.
stop.
Thank you.
Hey,
Tell them.
guys. We have been interrupting her. Go ahead.
It's the logic.
Go ahead. No, go. Wait, guys. Everybody give her a minute. Uninterrupted minute. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, and please don't say anything. So what I was saying.
Straight into the mic. Just fix your mic.
Oh, sorry. What I was saying is
Go ahead.
that neither men or women would have all of the skills necessary, but women would be able to support each other, and women could continue the race, or the population, without men.
How would we be able to reproduce?
We actually literally can't.
Need to
though. Like,
reproduce,
we can't just like get ourselves pregnant though.
Okay,
Like,
we're
we
getting like
can't.
far in the
You mean,
nitty gritty
what do you
here.
mean, sperm banks? Are you talking about sperm banks?
But without men, we wouldn't have sperm banks.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
What?
Oh, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but
Like,
hold on.
No, I'm not.
But let's
I'm
let's
not
grant
talking
this.
about
There's
scientifically.
There's
No,
existing sperm banks.
No, I'm
But-
not. I'm not
Space
talking
Bond
about
again.
existing sperm
Okay, so
banks.
you mean how would you continue the species though?
No, I read
You
about this.
misspoke.
No.
Oh my God, the bone marrow.
Can you
Let her
bone marrow- is it the
talk.
bone
Let
marrow?
her
Let her
talk.
go.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
go ahead.
I read about the study that they're developing where women could have babies, and I think it was, I don't know if it was developed for lesbians specifically or what, but I don't know if it's 100%, complete yet. But
Erroneous.
it's a scientific
Erroneous.
experience.
I mean, the
All right.
Wait,
fact.
so you're saying this
Experiment.
exists? This exists today. Women can asexually reproduce?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it sounds like
no,
you're- it
you
sounds like
actually
you're-
sort
But
of can,
you
but it's guaranteed to be
I
a
don't
female.
think
It's
so.
in
That.
vitro. No,
I don't
sort
think
of.
this is true.
I still think we need men, to
look
be
it up.
honest. But
yeah.
But the
Okay, well,
fact that you
even if we
gotta,
grant
Komodo
that, wait,
dragons,
even if we grant
starfish.
that,
yeah,
like,
many
oh my,
animals.
okay, go ahead.
Don't need
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, because like I said, I made it clear. I said it in this statement. I said there are even some men that would not survive in the woods. Did y'all hear me say that?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that every man can do it, but it's a difference between feeling and design. We're designed to do it. So even though a man may not know, his body is more equipped to learn it and develop that skill quicker than you are. But from your perspective, and you represent many women in the West, it's not about what makes sense. It's about power. And it's about proving to yourself that you don't need men after men created a world where you don't need them. Men made the world a way so you don't have to need a man, because you have jobs where you can just type and get paid. You can do all these things that are basically strictly based on technology that gives you a false sense of superiority and power, that if those things were removed from you, you would not win. They had an exhibition, Clarissa Shields. She's a great boxer. She got knocked out by an amateur man. She's a professional boxer. She got knocked out by an amateur man, because there's a difference between what society tells you versus what you naturally are. I don't care how you feel, what type of bell hooks books you wrote. You're not designed to lead anything but yourself, period. But you could tell yourself what you want. But when shit hit the fan, we're going to see who could do what. Because it's hitting the fan right now. Thank God there's a few. How old are you?
25.
God bless you. How old are you?
23.
How old are you?
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. You're 23 years old, you're 34 thinking like that. That's crazy.
Oh, you knew my age though.
The
Yeah,
fun-
because I want you to say
Okay.
it though. That's crazy. They younger than you, and like that's just crazy.
We're talking about technological
That
advancements
men
a
made.
lot right now in this
real.
conversation.
I talk
but-
about nature.
But no, we were talking about infrastructure,
Yeah.
technological advancements. There's a lot of technological advancements, especially within medicine, that was credited and has now been recredited to women.
I don't care who the
that
credit
was
is.
that was originally credited to men, kind
What?
of giving lots of medical advancements were initially given credit to men, but it was really their subordinates, which were women, who created it and are now getting the credit that they deserve.
Fake news.
It's
Absolutely.
The
Imagine-
function of society, the current function of society, we do need men. That is my opinion. Now,
well, to reproduce, yes, absolutely.
no,
That's
not
it?
even not even that. The function of the society we have today: sanitation, welding,
Yep.
underwater fucking jobs. No women. I can't fucking overgeneralize all women.
I have a
No,
friend in underwater welding.
Oh,
That's
Hey,
amazing.
friend.
Wow, the
Hey,
one.
friend.
No, good,
Hey,
good for
friend.
you.
We got an infographic.
But
on this,
here's
I'm
the
pretty sure,
but here's the thing:
pull
is
up our
these,
Instagram.
baby, I don't give a fuck.
She doesn't give a fuck.
I know, like, yes, of course, there can be women that appreciate and like this job. Statistically and logically looking at it, though, we value that men are an asset to the function of society that us, majority of women, want, need.
And I would hate to
Because
say
you don't want
Because
power.
I don't.
yeah.
This is a power thing with them. It's not about logic. It's about we don't need you. It's a power play. It has nothing to do with logic.
There was a point brought up to sit like, because I would hate as a woman to hear this to say like, oh, the only thing we need you to do reproduce. That would make me see red if a man said that. So to say that to a man is crazy, in my opinion. To say that you're only here to
I'm hurt.
reproduce.
Well, no, we're
like you know,
not.
like that's
I'm
crazy.
We're talking about in a
I'm never talking to women
hypothetical.
ever again.
We were talking in a hypothetical situation
I know, but if the hypothetical was
because men.
we only need men to reproduce is actually a crazy thought.
What
because
were
you
they
could
saying
flip
women
that.
were for though? That's literally
We
he
never
literally-
limited you
That,
to
but the
anything.
thing is, that never left his mouth.
No, we didn't.
It did leave
We
his
just said
mouth.
you're not physically capable of doing what we're doing. But I said we need you, and I also said some things men can't even do that other men can do. So I acquiesce to both of those things, and I'm not into the power struggle. I'm into logic, what makes sense.
What do you guys get from being so defensive about acknowledging that men and women are supposed to be complementary in society, and there is a necessity for them? Why you guys get so what do you gain from it?
Power.
For me, I'm not saying that men and women aren't complementary or that, that men and women don't need each other.
You just fought against that.
Yes, because he was saying in his little speech that women cannot survive without men, and I was trying to point out that there is a possibility that we can survive without men.
There's a possibility that I could fly.
There's a
but am I
survive
gonna
that-
do the shit?
What is the benefit for men wanting to point all of this out to? And if we're going to flip all of
truth.
this,
Just being factual.
well, a lot of these facts and a lot. I'll just say this right now. When I was DM'd regarding this opportunity, I was anticipating that it was going to be a dating podcast, and honestly,
It's related.
Honestly, all of these questions have been very targeted. So, I think I'm not going to speak on your part, but on me, what I was told this was going to be is very different from what it is.
I mean, feminism is like massive parts about.
But
Dating.
there's a million other things that are going on in the dating world, especially what it was referred to was the dating world here in LA. And this is nothing really we're talking about is exclusive to LA or exclusive to LA dating culture. Like a lot of the things that is what I was interpreting this was going to be about kind of seems like it's all from the male's perspective and the male's perspective on dating. So
there's
that's
7 women at the table.
yes,
and
but the
we're
answers
hearing out your perspectives.
I'm aware, but it's all of the questions that you're asking and that have been asked so far. It's like the man and the bear, all of the viral things that have gone on that have gotten men and women into arguments. We're not talking. I feel like these questions are made to get some aggressive feelings, and it's not necessarily like.
We're having fun.
Yeah,
I don't think
Yeah.
it's.
I think it highlights
don't
a
have any
huge
issue.
issue in the dating society is people that are so aggressive as females.
This is the
I want to
undercurrent.
say I
and their-
changed my answer. in
and
the
their
middle.
role in,
And it can go the other way, too.
and it
Men
can
are
go-
hyper feminine
and it can go
more
the
than
other
ever
way
today.
too. But
Also, I mean, like, didn't mean to cut you off there, but I do think a big part of like one of the big things when it comes to dating is like, do we have the same values? And there's like, I think that's pretty important. So I don't think these things are totally beyond the pale in terms of.
I feel like it's more
And sometimes
of an
you have tangents and you go into
because if
these
you
other
flip
things.
this and put women in front of men, now we would have a problem with it. We genuinely would. We can't say that we couldn't, because me, if I heard it, I'd be like, you're being sexist. If we're doing the same thing, we're being sexist. Like we are.